Hey, we have sound. Okay, let's see if I can double check. Make sure that the chat's coming through. Y'all, I'm not used to this app. Just if somebody can make a comment. I don't know if I have to. There we go. Angela Hoover, Sadie's girl's mama. That girl 77. Hey, that girl. How you doing today? Saw you the other night in Smiley's chat when I was commenting. Hey, Miss K. How's everybody doing today? Just to let everybody know, I saw a lot of comments. We're not going to talk if they were good or bad. About the live stream I did earlier to announce the West verdict. And just so everyone knows, right as I pulled up to stop at the end, I said, oh no, the call came through. It plays a song. It was my daughter calling. She has her own ringtone. It's kind of funny. It's a one of her songs. But anyway, several people have their own ringtone, just so without me even looking at the screen, especially if I'm driving or, you're doing something, your hands ain't free, that I can identify who it is immediately calling. Long story short, hey, Crafting, you were one of the ones asking about the earlier stream, darling. I'm glad you're in here. I did reply back to you, by the way. Anyway, it got hit with a copyright for that music. BMI does not play, let me tell you. They are quick to hit you. And it is going through the process to mute the song, and then it will be up and available again for everybody. Usually, they say it takes some time. Usually it takes 2 to 4 hours with a normal stream. That one was short. So I'm hoping that it may be, it should be done before, hopefully, we finish this or around the same time. And you guys will be able to watch it. I do want to repeat because it is a victory. Let's discuss the fact that we've got Letitia Stout, the Vallow verdict, and now this. I think it's a victory for children that are victims, as well as advocates and loved ones. It might even make me believe in the justice system. I won't let myself watch it either, Crafton. We watch. He does though. She called him. We had he's got a tablet, the ones that are made for children. Hey, Sugar Darling and Lisa Kleckner, by the way. Welcome, y'all. He's got one of the children's tablets. So it has the kids' YouTube. I think they call it Melon and stuff. But let me tell you something. That little stinker Badoodle is smart. He knows how. He figured out how, somehow, that you close or minimize the screen with the kids part and went to the main part and got on the regular YouTube. Yeah. Or as he calls it, RootTube. Cracks me up. But he got on the regular and she got him trying to watch Chucky and It and all that stuff. And that's a big no. So he got real big mad because he lost the tablet for 3 days. No tablet, no Switch, no video games, none of that. And he only got to watch educational, like PBS on the TV. Oh, he was big mad, y'all. I'm trying to figure out because this gives me, I don't understand what it's doing with the chat, and I want to be able to see everybody's chat. I don't know if I'm supposed to do the YouTube or the other. He is a stinker doodle. He told y'all about his Slinky and sung the Slinky song. Did anybody hear that? He was very good today and got extra points. So he got to get in what they call the treasure box and pick, a treasure. He picked a Slinky, a holographic Slinky. And when I picked him up, when y'all were in the live stream and I was picking him up from school, he was singing the Slinky song. I'll probably get copyrighted for that and they'll take his down. Also, let me say, yes, I did delete a comment on that video already because they were saying some pretty nasty things about little man and me and accusing me of, you left that baby in the car alone and we didn't listen. No, I did not. And just because somebody named Tracy said that she was sorry she missed my live stream at the end, does not mean it was the same Tracy that was at the store watching him. Lord have mercy. Tracy was parked behind me, standing beside the car until I came out and started pumping gas, and then she walked back to her car. We in the country around here, everybody knows everybody, and it's real easy to ask your neighbor or your friend or your cousin or whoever to watch somebody while you walk in the store. I would not leave him alone in a car. Are y'all crazy? That car would probably be through the woods or something else. He gonna learn to drive today. So how are you guys feeling about the verdict on, we're going to talk about the West case first. Oh Lord, I got to change the title. I didn't do it. Bright Crafting with Amy, can you believe that? Hey Lisa, I bet y'all, oh my goodness, hold on. Let me specify, because Lisa Kleckner and Lisa Bradley, there's two Lisas, y'all, and they both commented back to back. I wonder. Yeah, I agree with Lisa Bradley. People are so dumb. You know, I think I heard Michelle talking about, from Michelle Walks and Michelle After Dark, and believe it or not, she's a psychologist. Oh, you don't know about the West? I will tell you. Let me finish this thought and I'll tell you, sugar darling, because it's wonderful news in my personal opinion. Let me say this. All views and opinions and thoughts expressed throughout this broadcast are solely those of myself and expressed only for entertainment purposes. All content is alleged unless otherwise stated. Okay, Lisa, I'm going to get into that and explain as best I can. Welcome, Miss Justice. We're going to talk about that. I forgot to edit the title in here, and I do apologize for that, but at least it's non-specific. I forgot what I was going to tell y'all now. I agree, Lisa. I was so happy. I was crying happy tears. I agree. Okay, let me specify. We're going to say Lisa K and Lisa B. Is that all right with you ladies? So that everybody don't get confused. I do want to say something. We're going to call it a public service announcement. And it's something I never thought that I'd have to say. And something very upsetting, you guys, to me personally, on y'all's behalf. I want to thank each and every sunshine that's in here in the chat, that's listening, that's supportive, and that's still here. And I say that because I've been quiet and I've been back kind of watching things and not saying nothing. I do feel, especially after watching, I'm sorry, Miss Lisa. After watching another creator's live stream slash rant slash almost mental unhinged moments last night. I'm first of all worried about that creator, honestly. Not going to name him. I'm not going to do that. I want to say, I don't care what other creators and other subs and all this are saying about me. Let me say that. I knew that would end up being a possibility. Hey, Miss Rhonda, baby, welcome. I knew that the drama and the stupid beef, even the fake beef, is something that tends to go along with YouTube for those that choose to be creators, especially those that choose to do live streams. Personally, it's a little juvenile, but apparently it's what seems to draw persons to them and get subs and subscribers, give you clout, connections, the possibility of monetization, but that's not all it's necessarily about for some folks. Some folks want to chase fame and clout. Hey, Annette Pendergrass. Oh, here we are with two Annettes, y'all, two Annettes. There's two Tracys, there's two Lisas, and there's two Annettes. Whoop, whoop. We double your pleasure, double your fun. Sorry, y'all, I had to say it. But welcome, Miss Annette P. And anyway, creators know or find out rather quick that is a possibility. And if they're going to continue in the world of YouTube, that's something that can happen. Because, like, they made a comment in my comment section because I be deleting comments. I own that I delete comments. I've never said I didn't. If I tell you I didn't delete a comment and it's not been deleted, that's exactly what it is. Because if I delete it, I'm going to own it. And then I'm not sure what you're talking about, baby. If y'all wonder why I hadn't been here and I hadn't been doing lives and I hadn't been uploading videos, how many times did I get drugged and criticized and told, don't ask for money, don't say what your problems are, go get a job? So I did just that. Most days, I'm working 2 jobs. If I'm only working DoorDash, hey Mackenzie, if I'm only working DoorDash, I'm normally starting between noon and 2 p.m. and working till midnight to the 4 a.m. range. And I'm tired. I'm tired. You know, if you're working 6 and 7 nights a week, you're tired. You're wore out. And then I'm just grieving, trying to go through that process, trying to work, get my mom's estate settled and deal with the laws of the state are real simple, but apparently my county has got some craziness. You know, I don't think it's crazy. I think it's more they want to collect them dollars. You got to pay this to open the estate, and then you got to pay this to file this, and then you got to advertise this in the paper, and that's $250 a week times 4 weeks for the paper, and it's this to open. I'm not talking about money because I'm asking anybody for it. I'm trying to answer that response. Let me make that clear before somebody criticizes me. Normally, I have a thick skin and can let it just roll off. But the fact that people I trusted, that I cared about, that I thought were going to be there for me, real life, be there for me. And I don't mean financially. I'm talking at 4 p.m. when I'm washing Mama's car and I break down crying because I don't think I got it the way she would have wanted it to look. Or at 9 p.m. because something fell off a table and knocked off a picture of Mama and my son, and the frames broke and the glass shattered. I know it sounds so minimal and like I'm making a big deal out of it, but it's the unexpectedness. Hey, Tracy. And I'm reading what you said in that. I don't want people to even feel sorry for me. That's not what I want. Thank you, Lisa. I have never been a drama channel. I don't want to do that. I personally prefer to have facts and documents and receipts. And yeah, sometimes it may be boring. I get that. I understand that. You know, uh, Looking at tax records and land deeds can sure enough make you doze off. I woke up with my face in a book or a document a lot. I am Lisa, because honestly, sorry y'all, I kind of blew my nose and I'm laughing if that's all right with the world. Um, if you really think about it, uh, Mama's was an unexpected illness. Um, and it was really hard. Sorry about the background noise. Uh, Literally, the day before she had the stroke, she was driving, playing with little man, went to her doctor's office, went out to eat, made plans to go the following week to meet people from high school and eat. Oh, y'all, we got a third Lisa. Lisa J. What's up, Lisa? Welcome. And then the world changed within the snap of your fingers. Not just for me, but for her, my daughter, little man, as well. Then, for 32 days, I battled a hospital that tried to shove her out after 9 days against medical advice, against the insurance orders. Tried to get her transferred to another hospital for a second opinion. They lied. They fought that. And the only way that I found to be able to get Mama out of the hospital was through hospice. Then they tried to connect me with the hospice that was for profit. And I wanted to share that with you guys, because if we had signed them papers they came with and accepted that on that day, we would have been locked into that. And to me, the word hospice and what it stands for and for profit should never be connected. Never be connected. For so many reasons, that's just disgusting and ugly to me. And then I had to, make some calls and find out that there are nonprofits. We had one in my area. They were freaking amazing. Within 24 hours, my mama was home. And she got to spend the last month of her life here. And I'm glad your son. Let me say this in the middle of my thing. I want to highlight what Miss Tracy said right here. I want to say, I don't know who wrote it because I deleted it because it was disgusting. Whoever the person was that went in the comment section of that video that I put up, and I said nothing about myself. I asked for nothing. But prayers for Miss. How did I get Lisa's comment on the screen instead of Tracy's? Lord, y'all see my vision is gone. Sorry about that. Miss Tracy says, don't let the tinfoil hat wearing crazies get to you. My son is doing much better. Thank you for the prayers and all the true sunshines. I put out a video asking for prayers for Miss Tracy and her family. I didn't go into details. I just asked for prayers through a difficult time that they were going through and experiencing. And some, I'm just going to say it. I apologize ahead of time, y'all, for my language. But some asshole said I was lying, to stop lying and begging for money. And that was so hurtful to Miss Tracy and her family. And so disrespectful. There's also a comment, and I'm not sure I went into the video to see if I was talking about my mother passing away or my son, or just the fact that we lost Mom December 19th after unexpected short illness. We lost my son February the 20th. He finally lost his battle for almost 3 years with brain cancer. And then we lost their father, my children's father, on March the 4th. The person said in the comments, and I can show you if people don't believe, hey, Miss Jackie, I'm glad it's your family and not mine. Ha 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 ha. If you feel that way, why would you feel the need to share that and tell people? I don't understand that. I don't work that way mentally. But anyway, what I was saying is, if you go to put a loved one in hospice, 2 things you need to know. Make sure that it's a nonprofit. That's number 1. Number 2, hopefully you've already had a discussion about a DNR and know how you want to set it up. And one thing I didn't know, my mom had great insurance, by the way. It paid 100% for the hospice care, fully paid for it. But you do have to make a choice. You can't do like hospice in a skilled or unskilled nursing facility. If you try to do both, you have to pay for one out of pocket. Miss Tracy, I'm going to highlight your comment so everybody can see what you're saying. Miss Tracy said, thank you all. My son is Luke. He was fighting for his life. I'm sorry. I talked to Miss Tracy extensively throughout this period, whether it was through text or whatever. I'm so glad I know how she was feeling and understand. Lisa, my Cash App is up on the screen. And if somebody wants to send it, they can. Let me say this again, though. What I find disgusting and hypocritical is for somebody to drag me for doing that while their mods are putting their Cash App and PayPal in the chat. That's what's hard for me to swallow. What I have a problem with is is creators going after subs and mods. Mods are subs that different creators have a relationship with on different levels and different levels of trust, just to help control the chat so that everybody's respectful to everybody, you know? And no subscriber nor mod should be attacked and going through anything like that, because they're not a creator. They didn't sign up for that. They're here to be entertained. They're here to socialize. They're here to watch a show or to learn something. They don't have a channel where they're broadcasting. They did not sign up to be attacked. You know? And I don't think that's right. Oh, we got another Tracy, y'all. Tracy Ludwig. Thank you. Welcome, Miss Tracy. That's just the thing that's been bothering me lately. And I have one statement that I can make right now about some other things. Certain accusations can have legal ramifications, especially if the person is able to prove in a court of law that they're fictitious and false and made with malice. That's called, there's slander, libel, and defamation of character. If you can prove the accusations were false and made with ill intent, and that they caused a loss of income, woo woo. Hey RJ, I'm glad you're here. You're not blocked anymore. Thank goodness. RJ, I'm also glad you're here because I've got a summer video. I don't know how long you're going to be able to be in here, but I've got a video, and a lot of people haven't seen it. I haven't heard anybody really talking about it either. And I wanted us to look at it. I want to see what you guys think. It's of the swimming hole. Another creator that I've never heard of put it out, but they're pointing out something in it, and I want y'all's thoughts. Thank you, Miss Justice. I really want you guys' thoughts. I've looked at it a bazillion times. Probably had a sleepless night or two from it. We were talking about the West case, and I kind of don't want to get it all mingled together. So let me say what I was going to say about the West case. From everything I can understand, the prosecution was even feeling like there was a chance on Orson. That was the hardest case to prove. Let me say this. As I understand, they still have not found any remains. The understanding is that both boys are deceased, but they haven't found any remains yet. Why is that important? Well, I know when those charges first came out, and when we were talking about, and I'm going to tie this to summer, by the way, when we were discussing that charges could be brought. Oh, Mackenzie, bless your soul. Everybody show Mackenzie some love, please, in the chat. Hey, sweet and sassy. Everybody just praying hands and hearts in the chat for Miss Mackenzie's loss, please. So everybody was saying that there were no remains. They weren't going to be able to get a conviction. They weren't going to be able to prove anything because they didn't have a body. The same thing we're hearing about Summers' case, right? Now, in the West case, and RJ, the rest of you listening, you can tell me in the chat if I'm right or wrong. In the West case, before the charges came out, yeah, Lisa, we proved that was false on the Summers remains being found. That is a fictitious article. RJ, if somebody could put the link to RJ's channel and the video where he actually debunked that, I would appreciate it greatly. Yes, Lisa, that was Orrin. That's why they felt they had more evidence and they were worried about Orson. So here's what happened. As I understand, as a layman, not an attorney, not a judge, as a layperson, what I understand from listening to other attorneys discuss the case and listening to the verdict and myself, and I've been in the Facebook group that's been discussing the trial day by day and before it went. Long story short, yes, they do, and it's been reported, Lisa, multiple times. Long story short, people were saying that nothing was going on with the case. The authorities weren't giving updates. They didn't think it was going anywhere. They weren't going to get justice. They thought that the state investigation and the FBI wasn't doing nothing and all that, right? Thank you, Miss Justice. Miss Justice just posted the link. I'm going to see if I can put it up. Yeah, I can show it. Here is the link to go to RJ's channel where he debunked that Google article and that Google search article saying that Summers' remains had been found. It's it's better than I could have ever thought of doing. You want proof, you want to see it, you want to know what it's about and everything. Go over there and check it out. RJ does some awesome work. He's a great researcher, great creator, really honest and humble. So go on and give it a watch. Right. That's why I was in the chat thing and that, because I could work and still do the Facebook chat on there. It's a 45-minute video. Thank you, RJ. But it was awesome. I thought it was like an hour and 15. But it was great work. Awesome work. As always, RJ does great work. But what I understand is both parents for Orrin West were found guilty of involuntary manslaughter. I know they said that for Jacqueline. I didn't hear. I just heard manslaughter for Trezell. But both of them for Orrin West were found guilty for that. And then there's the false report, the neglect, and I'm almost positive that they got the guilty verdict for both boys on those smaller charges, which there's something, Yes, I do. There would be a press conference, I'm sure, Lisa. So everybody was claiming, scared, just like we are with Summer. Why are we not getting updates? Why is it not moving? Why has nobody been arrested? Why is there not a suspect? Why? The same thing with the West case that we got with Summers' case. Hey, bucket list. Now, second degree. Thank you, Miss Lisa. Now, absolutely, Lisa. And the same thing is true for Tennessee. You can prosecute for murder, manslaughter. I don't know if you can do first degree without a body, but I know you can do manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter, voluntary manslaughter, and second degree in Tennessee, unless they change something, okay? I agree, updates are needed. What I'm saying is, in the West case, we're hearing a lot was similar to what I see in Summers' case as far as law enforcement goes. Welcome, antique little girl. They were holding things very close to the chest, as they say. They weren't giving updates. They weren't giving us out information. And it's because they were compiling info for the case, and they didn't want to tip nobody off as to what they were doing. And they had to dot their I's and cross their T's to be able to prosecute and get a conviction without, I just hate saying nobody, without finding those sweet youngins. Absolutely, Lisa. I want to highlight that on the screen. Amen to that one. And that's what I'm saying right now. Them and all the persons of interest in this case, or anybody that had anything to do with Summer getting gone, really should pay attention. Because I've said since day one that mentally and emotionally, for some reason, I have always felt that these two cases were very similar for some reason. Yes, there is a grand jury. I've heard June. When I looked, there was April, and I swear it said October. I'm going to have to go back and look it up again. But yes, the grand jury in the Hawkins County area, standard. It's not new. It's not no special meeting. It's twice a year. RJ says June 1st, and I do trust him. Hey, Miss Carrie, welcome. RJ, don't they standard? I mean, like, this is not a special call up of the grand jury meeting. This is normal standard, twice a year, as I understand, right? The difference right now, exactly, Lisa, and that's what's going to be key in Summer's case, I feel. It may be different now, though, than it was in April. There's a change. There's a change. Because all the boys, as I understand it, thank you, Miss Carrie, I want to highlight that this is the regular meeting. I hit the wrong one. This is the normal, regular, standard, scheduled meeting. It's not a special call-up of the grand jury. Okay, let me. I want to read what RJ just said. Okay, so this is the standard, but it is normally quarterly that they meet if needed, if there's a case to review. And you guys, we've seen that there's been quite a large amount of other things involving drugs, shootings, all that going on in the area that could necessitate a grand jury. You're good, RJ. I knew what you meant. It could necessitate a grand jury to have to meet. Now, what is different in Summer's case this time, the grand jury's meeting, as opposed to in April? Well, I know in custody cases, children that are, it depends, in my state, 9 years or older, at 9, they have the right to express, well, anytime they can speak and they have an opinion, the judge is going to listen. But they have a right to express where they want to live and where they want to stay. Like if mom and dad's getting divorced. At 12 in my state, they have the absolute choice if they want to choose. I say that because I do believe the youngest child is 9. So the boys that a lot of people forget about, the difference between now and April is the boys per Dawn on the lab have expressed where they want to live. And I don't see the state, given the fact that there had to be some type of allegations for them to be removed, given the fact that their sister is still gone and it's unexplained, given the fact that since then there's been the DUI in the jail, and given the fact that there's been numerous instances of one or the other looking under the influence of some substance repeatedly, I would think that the family court system and child protective services would take highly into consideration the wishes of those children. And given all those facts and the fact that it doesn't seem that either parent has complied wow, really? RJ? See, I'm just going to tell you, and people can think whatever they want to. I don't want an interview with Dawn, nor Candace, nor Grandma, nor any person of interest / suspect. And some of them I got personal reasons for feeling that way. And some of them, most of it's legal reasons. And I'm just not, no. I know the text message was shown that came from Kathy the friend, where Candace had told her through text that the boys had said they didn't want to come home, basically. I am paraphrasing. This is not verbatim. This is allegedly. Then when Don was on the lab, he said that text message was real and true. Oh, thank you, Bucket List. I agree, Annette. Right, Lisa, I agree with that. Grandma has been the only one that hasn't been on the YouTube. Thank you so much, Bucket List. Personally, what I'm thinking, like I said, Don said that on the lab, and it was the lab and Chris McDonough combined, where when he was asked about driving the red Subaru on the 15th, he never really answered that. If y'all noticed, he ran all around it, and he said he drove it on the 14th. But they didn't ask about the 14th. They asked you about the 15th. Now, he also not only said that text was true about the boys, but he told another story, in my personal opinion, about what happened on the 15th. It was that, call me crazy. I'm an old lady. I'm having memory issues since going through the grief. I'm told it's normal. But my question to you guys is, am I the only one that was the first time we've heard him say that? And it is alleged, and I heard the word maybe come out of his mouth. He said maybe she wanted the boys to go and play with their toys with her, dolls and toys, and they were into the game and watching TV, and told her no. And that she got mad and stomped off, but he even said what she said. He said, maybe she's saying nobody don't love me, nobody don't care about me, First of all, Dawn, you're supposed to be at work. Second of all, why is this 2 years later coming out your mouth? And third of all, how the hell would he know what she was saying? I'm over it. Like, y'all not going to tell us nothing. Y'all are and have been, in my personal opinion, a part of the, I guess, criminal side of the system. And I really think They got you, Lisa. I honestly think that they may be a little smarter than some folk been giving them credit for. Think about it. And I saw this point made and I checked into it and they're right. RJ, I'm not going to highlight it, but you are 1,000,000% correct. I've had that verified by someone. I'm just not allowed to speak on it. They asked me not to talk about it publicly yet, but you're right. I mean, think about it. If you're driving that far and back, you want the vehicle that's got the good heat, the good AC, that's best on gas, that has the roadside assistance, all that. All that. By the way, nobody has explained how is that Subaru registered as a white Subaru? And how the hell has it been paid for? See that? They don't want to talk to me because I'm going to ask that. I agree, Mackenzie. Someone that's known them for a very long time told me when the shit hits the fan, they hit the road. Now, that's the exact way it was said to me. They aren't, Rhonda. They're not. They might not be. You might not send them into a college class and open up a book and give them a college placement exam and then place high. But I guarantee, I agree with you, Carrie, and I'm not giving them that. And I'm not giving it life. If people want to go watch, they can go watch. I'm not. I just can't. I can't do it anymore. So, here's what I want to do right now, you guys. There's a short video. Let me tell my mods the name of the creator because it's new. This is all one word together, you guys. It's YO, capital M, AINE, capital GIRL. They have 774 subs currently. So we're going to look at their video, and I'm asking all the sunshines, please go over there, watch them, hit that sub button for them, make a comment, tell them Nita's World sent you. That way maybe they won't think about, trying to hit me, because I'm trying to see how old this video is. I've tried to wait as long as I could. It's been 5 days since it was uploaded, so if they're going to get any monetization off of it, generally the way YouTube works, it's the first 48 hours that you make money off of. I don't know. I didn't even check to see if they're monetized, but it's Yo Maine Girl, like the state Maine, and it's all one word together. If let's see, I'll get the link right quick and put it in the chat box if I can. Y'all pray I do this right. Copy link address. Let's try. Let's see if it works, y'all. I'm stuck at this. Paste. All right. This is the channel. Yo, me and Miss Justice popped it at the same time. What? I'm getting better. Let's see. Crabbed with Amy said, they said from jump that she wouldn't walk away. That's right. Now they're saying she walked away. Either down the dog trail or stomping down to the main road. Again, some other person, not them. That she was inside, but the news said she was last seen outside the house. Now they say she may have walked out. DW has color. Oh, Lord Jesus, no. I don't want to see all that. That's too much, Amy. What I will tell you is, according to the TBI page, and I'll pull it up and we can go over that again if people won't. But according to TBI, she was last seen outside near the swing set by her brothers. I believe them. Right, Miss Justice. I'm laughing my arse off too. Okay, let me share. Question also for anybody that uses Restream. Does Restream automatically put a Restream bot in your mods box? Because I have the free version that I use, and I wish somebody that knows would let me know. That also appeared when everybody got blocked. Y'all noticed that nobody ain't been reblocked, right? Just saying. I removed one wrench at a time from folks that I suspected, right? People kept getting blocked until the very last wrench that I removed out of 3 people. So I know who it was. I agree with you, RJ. That's nasty, trifling, and sickening too, in my personal opinion. Allegedly. At the end of the day, Crypto, I gotta fix that. I don't know how to fix. Hold on. I may have to go to my phone. Crypto, do you have your wrench? I gotta get you. Hold on. I hadn't seen a comment from you. I had to take everybody's away. You got that right. It's very low. Was inside the house. I agree, Lisa. Because allegedly the boys weren't inside the house. They were outside playing. They last saw her at the swing set because that's a script. I don't know if a lot of people have heard, seen, or know. I haven't heard it talked about until recently. So, to me, it's new that Candace was actually talking to Ansley Adams and the crew before they did the Sermon on the Mount. Okay, Crypto's still got a wrench. I was just looking. Okay, cool. So I thought it was. It looks different in this studio thing. I can't see. It's hard to explain. What y'all say is slower coming to me, and it looks different. I don't know how else to say it. It just looks different to me than what I'm used to. But anyway, yeah, the hide and seek, exactly. Yeah, they were playing hide and seek. Yep. Okay, just making sure, because I did one at a time, and after the third person that I took a wrench from, nobody else was getting blocked. So I'm assuming that third person was the person. But there was a Restream bot that I didn't put in there. So I took that, and I took everybody's wrench, and then I had to go back to where y'all commented in comment section to find you to be able to remod you. It wasn't easy, you guys. Comment more often. Is it now? Hide and seek is a feature in Minecraft. Okay. You're good, Crypto. I wasn't trying to take it away. I was making sure that I had gotten them back to everybody. I know why, Rhonda, in my personal opinion. I just, I believe some stuff is private and not for your job or not for YouTube, public consumption. So I gave the respect of privately contacting folks. Yes, you do, Miss Rhonda. And I love it. Okay, guys, I want to show this video because I've not seen anybody else talking about it. I'm trying to figure out how. Y'all don't laugh at me. I'm not used to using this app. So I think it's this that I click. It's okay. I'm just happy that nobody else is blocked, honestly. I unblocked a lot of people I probably shouldn't have to. Oh, some of the trolls are back. That's because I'm... Oh, hold on. Also, in case anybody didn't know, and I've got the article pulled up, thank you to Miss Tracy for alerting me. The FBI has identified the Zodiac killer. They have named him. So claimed by an investigator. The story came out yesterday at 11:30 a.m. So once we finish looking at this video, those of you that are interested in that case and want to hear about what's going on and what the FBI has been able to determine, we're going to look at that article and share that as well. I just thought that was pretty interesting. It's a real old case, but finally they've been able to identify them. Thought that was pretty cool. Okay. Should be coming up on y'all's screens. Yeah, there we go. And I'll mute myself when I figure out how to do that. And show that. Yes, 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 and yes, and yes. The article, I haven't vetted it 100% yet, you guys. It's on through MSN. And we're going to look at it together. Awesome, you guys. I'm glad everybody's interested. I don't think that was the Zodiac killer. That's the other one. The one, oh, we talked about it, I believe with the Kylie Rodney case. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think. Not Son of Sam. Oh, somebody help me. Oh, it turned out to be a police officer that, who that one was. Oh, I'm trying to think. Lisa, I thought the same thing, and I had to look, and I remember looking it up. Oh, the David Berkowitz is not who it is. Y'all are going to be surprised. Maybe it was the Green Rivers who I'm talking about, Lisa. I'm not sure. It's a name. Who is the one that wrote the... Oh, it was the notes. It's not the Zodiac sign. It's not Son of Sam. They wrote a note. Oh my gosh, it's going to drive me back bananas crazy. Nope, no, I see. It was talked about again. The Golden Gate, Bama Cat. The one that we talked about again during the Kylie Rodney case. Because it came out that the neighboring, like the police department that was right next to theirs. Hey, Miss Oklahoma, welcome, welcome. The police department, you're here right on time. I'm about to look at that video. The police department in the county right next door was where that serial killer had worked during the time he was committing those murders. And it was important when we were watching, I think it's Nobody Counts in Nevada, where we were talking about the people on the railroad tracks and in the water and how they were all wrote off as homeless, but it was proved that one person was a retired vet that had the house and the car, and his family came out, and somebody else was from a nursing home, and another person was a mother of 3. I mean, it was a lot, but they were classified as being homeless, and it was swept under the rug. It's part of the reason they didn't get him. But the reason it was happening like that is because he was a cop in the area where the killings were occurred. He got fired, I believe, for his brutality and violence. Let me see if I can move my picture and make it smaller too on this screen. I wish I could take it completely off, but I put it where nothing matters. I think it was the Golden Gate. I believe it was through DNA that they finally were able to get him. It was shocking, and everybody was like, oh. But we're going to talk about this article that came out. And again, thank you to Miss Tracy Davis. Even while her son was sick, Miss Tracy was updating me, you guys. That's what I thought, Rhonda. They thought he was a Zodiac killer, but he was actually involved in the Son of Sam. That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. We're going to get into that article. Let's watch this video about summer and swimming. Right quick, you guys. I want your thoughts. Let me mute myself. I will be muted, and it's going to be playing, and I will pause it for commentary. It's very short. It's only a couple minutes. Dadgummit. I didn't press play, and it keeps on to start. Before I muted it, I wanted to ask to drop the link again, if we can, you guys, to this channel. It's called Yo Main Girl. She comes up with a theory or hypothesis. And during the video, it's a TikTok video from Warriors Path State Park. It's such a tongue twister for me. In that video, she comes up with something and points out something that I've heard from nobody else. So I'm saying go over there, watch the full video on her channel, please. Give her that thumbs up, hit that sub button, comment, let her know Nita's World sent you. You know, she's close to her 1,000 subs. Help her out. You know, we like to help out other creators here, even if it turns on us. Golden State. That's him, the retired police officer. That's it, Rhonda. I think there's a lot more that they didn't. I'm sorry, you guys, attribute to him. Okay, I'm going to mute and we're going to play this. And let me see. I might be able to drop the link again. Let me see if I can do this. Y'all bear with me. I'm here. Can y'all not hear me? Can y'all hear me? Somebody let me know in the chat if you're able to hear me. Please. Anybody? Hello? Okay, good. Thank you. So somebody was asking where did she go, so I was confused. Okay, now I am muting myself and playing the video. I just dropped the link for this video and channel, so you guys can go watch the whole thing. I do want everybody, please give me your thoughts and opinion. I'm unsure. You'll see what I'm talking about when it plays. All right, here we go.
Tried to grab this woman and force her out of her car, and they was going to steal her car, and there was a baby in the car. Yes. And all he got was probation out of that. That woman fought him off, him and his buddies.
She is playing various interviews and commentary from the parents in the background, and it's important to listen to, but watch the video and what she's pointing at and showing in pink. That's what I want to discuss if we can. I've not heard anybody else say this or point this out. Is it working?
Hell. Holy shit. So, for him to steal a little girl, it would be nothing. Him and his little hoodlum friends, they wouldn't even get no trouble.
Right, shit.
Right.
Yeah, I got you guys.
Right.
I'm on the same path. It's
talk to Chris M about that, about everything I told you, and see what. I mean, maybe
hey, you know what?
We're gonna do a video about it.
Who's on my radar right now is Jody and Andy, my neighbors.
Hunter and Allie. We had some. I mean, they turned as soon as summer got gone. and it started pointing the fingers
Right.
up. I think when Hunter went out in the woods, Hunter went out in the woods.
Okay, I'm gonna rewind. Yes, Lisa, absolutely, and that's what she credit again. Let me drop the link if it'll let me again. To Yo Main Girl, I have not seen not any subs nor creators say this. We're gonna look at the rest. I saw her point shadows out, but I haven't seen anyone else say what's about to be said by this creator. Like I said, she is playing stuff, various interviews and commentary and stuff from the parents that have happened over time in the background before she starts talking. But she, with the highlights and the arrows and the pointed out, it looks, I want you to look in the direction that Miss Lisa that you said you saw Summer waving. Yes, Annette, absolutely. This creator is saying to her that it looks like this is what I've been talking about for a week. And I had to figure out a way to be able to show it while I, talk to explain. Because there's no way for me to explain this without you watching and seeing. That's why I'm saying, please, even if you don't sub to this channel, I need possibly, RJ, possibly a large rock because the water is not that deep. We're going to watch it again and watch the rest of what she shows. But, I mean, it's, they went swimming there. It's possible somebody else was swimming there. Maybe they saw something. It doesn't necessarily mean, right? Agreed, Lisa. Now, what I'm saying is, I've not heard any other creator say that, they saw them waving at somebody or that it looked like someone else was in the water. And when I found this and saw this, at the very minimal, I think it deserves a closer look and discussion. That's all I'm saying. Discussion. And I wanted to know what other people thought. I want your opinions. I want your thoughts. It freaked me out. I've watched it a lot. We're gonna watch it, the rest of it. I do have to stop and make commentary for transformative purposes. Under the copyright disclaimer. There's like I will tell y'all, the Shanquella Robinson case, the channel NC Beats, got the video where the 2 of the Cabo 6 got attacked not far from here in a nightclub and got beat in the parking lot. They got what they asked for because they started it. Again, the same girl, the Deja, whatever. Anyway, let me say this. Clips of that video have been aired by large and small channels. He is not gave a copyright, whatever. He gave a channel strike. So, until it's my people that live in Winston and Charlotte and they're ready to go on camera and talk and give me the interview, I really can't show any footage from there because every channel that has received a channel strike. The ones that you only get 3 of and they take your channel down. So, right, it's very possible, Lisa. We're going to look at it and see. Like I said, I want everybody's opinion. I just have to stop and comment every so often, for transformative purposes. Allegedly, according to YouTube, if we show portions of a video of someone else's and pause periodically for transformative content that's educational and transformative in nature, we're not supposed to be able to get struck for sharing it. But that's not been the case as I've found. It's amazing because people can share 6 hours of my content and just play it and make 2 words here and there, and nothing happens. But I'm not going after them. But also, if you do it erroneously and it's found out, YouTube does investigate and people dispute, it can come back on you and reverberate. The date that the creator posted this video was 5 days ago, Oklahoma. This is the TikTok video that Summer did. It shows it in its entirety. You see where the juvenile sets something down over to the side and turns around and walks in. Yes, Lisa. It at 15 to 30 seconds range. Yes, ma'am. Okay. I'm going to mute and we're going to go back and watch this video. We're going to watch the rest. And I may rewind and mute and we just watch the TikTok video itself right quick again.
I think he was calling his mother and giving her info. That's when Hunter went out in the woods. I think he was calling his mother and giving her info. That's what I think, but I don't know.
Yeah, because he's always saying she's sleeping on the toilet or like she doesn't do anything. That's bullshit.
Yeah. And why is it that Chris M believes all that crap, but nobody else does?
Chris doesn't believe all that crap.
He doesn't?
Then why
No.
did he say all that?
Listen, Chris is a detective, right? He will never tell you what he believes or doesn't. He doesn't even tell me that.
Right.
And he's my friend.
Right.
He won't even tell me that.
People can either believe me or
And he's my friend.
Right.
He won't.
Okay, y'all. I was trying to pause it right here. I agree, Mackenzie. You and I are on the same page. I didn't hear what. Agree. RJ, I understand. I get you too, Lisa. I don't blame you. I don't blame you for not playing. I understand that. Oklahoma. Which date are you asking for, baby? Like the date she posted the video? Here's the best still shot that I can get while she's doing it in the water. Let me roll this up for you guys asking me questions. Here's the best I can do. This was posted 5 days ago on Yo Main Girl's channel. She has 774 subs. There's 86 comments. Seeing if there's anybody we know. Right quick. Oh. There's Miss Mastro. Know that I can't see your comments while I'm rolling this up. There's Mama Bear. I'm just seeing who all's seen it. Possibly that we know. Lord, there's a lot of comments, you guys. Somebody tagged D. Trying to see. Let's open up to answer when. Hold on. Show more. Okay, so she took the video. It says from No Thanks Investigates. Because that's who she credits. I've got to credit her in my thing when I'm allowed. Okay, let's see. Let me rewind, look at y'all's things. It does look like she's waving at somebody. I personally believe it was the 14th. Or 1 week before. Again, Lisa, I agree with you. I'm going to put that on the screen because I think Lisa says, after seeing this video over the past 2 years, this is the first time that I noticed Summer waving. I agree. Oh, I've got that on DVD, Tracy. I agree, Lisa. 1,000,000%. I think both knew. To a certain extent. Okay. I agree the brothers are key. I do. I think there's 2 reasons, Mackenzie, that there's a no contact. I said early on, people argued with me. I'm going to say this. People argued with me on several things that I said a long time ago. I agree, RJ. The video is grainier and sketchy. Does anybody know where we can get a better copy of the video that we can look at and watch this part of? If possible. If you'll tell me in the chat, I will go right now and grab it. Because to me, this is kind of fuzzy and grainy. And I would like to see better. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's splashing or waving. Agreed, totally. Because with the way it is, I can't tell. Is it a big branch? Is it a rock? Is it a person? Is it a turtle, like RJ said? All that's in the area. Yeah, I'm sitting on the front porch. I was hoping that I would be, hey, September, darling. I was hoping to be able to fix it to where y'all can see, but alas, the Chromebook doesn't have a camera pointing that way. I do have a quick announcement while everybody's in here. Good news. We have rehomed the hound dog. I think everybody that had interest, she's on a farm. She left here happy. We've gotten pictures and video since that They have goats. They have cows. Unfortunately, they have chickens. Apparently, she likes those too. We found out through our neighbor. Gosh, I still apologize. She got 3 of his chickens within 5 minutes. Bless it. We have been told that she is an excellent fox hunter, coon hunter, and squirrels and rabbits, they were her favorite. Um, she likes to run. Yes, a forever home. She is a great work dog, apparently. She's learning to help, like, herd the cattle and the goats when they move from one area to the other, to keep the grass cut and stuff. Um, they say that she's not aggressive. She's very sweet and kind and a hard worker. And she likes to eat. I could have told him that. um, but she's very happy. Um, I'm glad that she's somewhere she doesn't have to be on a chain or a leash or in a crate. Um, they have almost 15 acres of property, and it's fenced in, so she gets to run, y'all. So if the people out there that left her here for us to dog sit and then quit your job, blocked my daughter on Facebook and changed. Okay, thank you, Kay. I'll look it up right now. I mean, literally while we're talking. And changed your phone number and all. You probably did the best, kindest thing you ever did for your animal. My daughter kept saying she's a blue heeler. Clearly, by looking at her, those that saw her, she was a black and tan. She's really happy. Really happy. She loves to run, was the first thing that they told us. That when she realized that she wasn't on a chain or a leash and that she could just run, they said she took off and she ran for a solid 20 some minutes just running till she came back panting and wanting water. That she's loving. There's a teenage boy and a 7-year-old girl, and she loves both of them. No, she's not. I agree, Lisa. It's the first thing I said too. Black and tan. Oh, God, you was just. Hold on. Let's see if it'll let me click the link. Ah, come on. Yeah, it won't let me click the darn link. Now I'm stuck. What do I do? Okay. Now I can get. Sorry, it made me pick something. Okay. Yeah, it won't let me just. I don't know why I can't get to it. I'll have to get to it through my phone. I got this. I just wanted to make that announcement. Yes, definitely a hunter. She is just amazing. She's awesome. And the good news too is we can just call and let them know we want to come, and little man can go visit and see her and hang out anytime he wants. But she's a working dog, and what we were told was by day 3, she's up before they come to get her, standing ready to go and waiting. Some are well swimming. Got you. Okay. But before they even come to get her, to take her to the work site out in the field and whatever area they're doing whatever for the day, they said that she's up and ready. Um, and she loves riding in the back of the pickup truck too, y'all. Oh, okay. I found one with Angel Prissy, America's True Crime. I can't get it to work, you guys. My mouth is not working. Hold on. She's posted the original TikTok video. If I can just click on it, it's not. Okay. We'll have to mute the sound. Just hold on a moment. Okay. I found it's Angel Prissy, America's True Crime. I'll drop the link and then there. Bless you. My neighbor just bless you. They're out there sneezing. I thought I'd say bless you. Oopsies. But she usually has unedited, very honest stuff. Matter of fact, she did a really great update on Jose's updated autopsy. You guys should definitely check her out. Angel Prissy, America's True Crime. She's freaking amazing. She's a great researcher. Way better than me when it comes to that. RJ, she give you a run for your money on research. I bet you I know somebody that unless they have somebody else doing some stuff for them, I bet you, they won't have research because they don't have me giving it to them anymore. Okay, hold on a minute. I want to highlight that, Tracy. Is that what that screeching is? Annette, we've been trying to figure that out for 2 weeks. Something up the street screeching. I mean, it's screeching. Boy, when Dixie was here, she was trying to get to it. Tracy said, I am a rescuer and network adoptions and lost found dogs. I have a senior dog sanctuary. God bless anyone that looks out for animals' welfare. Amen to that one, Tracy. Animals and babies. One thing they're going to be is honest. Annette says she hears a dove. Annette, is that kind of screeching sound I've been hearing in the background? September says she hears it too. Y'all hear it? Is that what that screeching sound is? Lord, y'all don't understand. It's been driving me crazy. Because I wasn't sure. I'm trying to add the one by Angel Prissy right now. You guys bear with me. But I wasn't sure what that sign was. But is that what that screeching sound is? It almost sounds, it's like, I don't know. It's not a hurt. I would have thought it was a hurt or in pain sound. I thought so, Oklahoma. That's an owl that's making that sound. The dove's the other sound. Okay. When it does it again, I'll tell you what I'm talking about. That. I don't know how to say it. No other way. It's screech. Like a total screeching sound. Like somebody stepped on a cat's tail. Maybe Bigfoot. Tracy, I'm highlighting that one. Oh, Brenda, I love that. Right, Miss Justice. I'm just trying to highlight comments as I scroll over them. I know it didn't sound like a dove to me. I don't know what that is that I keep hearing in the background. Y'all really think that screeching sound is lovely? I'll tell y'all what I miss. I miss the whippoorwills. Whippoorwill. I miss them. I don't know if y'all even know what I'm talking about. But I miss the whippoorwills. Whatever it is, it's been screeching for a week. It starts at dusk. I thought it was an owl too, Mackenzie. One that I wish would go light somewhere else. Right on, Miss Tracy. I will connect you. I love the whippoorwills. I used to stay at Nanny and Paul's because we heard them more there than I did at Mama and Daddy's because there's more trees at Nanny and Paul's, I guess. Yeah, it's a screech owl. I agree. But we don't hear them around here no more at all. I miss them. I guess it's all the, clearing everything off and building. But I really miss those. I used to go, that was my two favorite things to fall asleep to growing up, was a whippoorwill and then the sound of the rain on the tin roof. I ain't calling to it. Y'all crazy. Y'all call to it. Sorry, y'all. I've been trying to mute and cough while I was muting. I apologize. And Sassy, you know how to get in touch with me. I was about to text you. I ain't heard from you in about 3 days. I thought you might be locked up and not let it out. Locked up and they ain't letting her out. With that pew pew. Psh, y'all know Sassy ain't no joke. Let me get the link for this video. See. Hopefully I can do it again. Copy link address. Y'all pray. And again, sure does, Oklahoma. I told you. And I believe in what the ancestral Native Americans tell us. Why did it change me to host? No, sir. Let's not. I don't like that. Let's try again. All right. This is, if it'll let me highlight my own self. For any of the mods that are still in here, this is the link to the video that I'm about to show. It's the original TikTok. And that, again, is America's True Crime with Angel Prissy. Don't say that, Oklahoma, baby. You know that where the owl is screeching is closer to the top of my road. And I told y'all it's been going, 4 days now. Day before yesterday, the grandson of the man at the top of the road was one of the people, if y'all heard the earlier live, was one of the people that he was talking about that lost their life. You're fine, Aqua. But that was one that they have the funeral signs up. And this owl was screeching for 2 days before he passed. There was, in less than a 72-hour period, we had 37 overdoses. And to answer Oklahoma's question from the previous live, you were right with what you said, but you were also wrong. It is, I think, somebody close by, Tracy. The grandson just passed away. So we had 37 overdoses. 9 of those people passed away in less than 72 hours in my small county. People in the streets is talking. You got mamas, sisters, brothers, aunts, cousins, nephews, that are pissed off. And people are finally talking, if that makes sense. to the authorities, I'm assuming. Not just to each other. But long story short, I understand that the authorities know where it came from and who was involved. And they should be really scared around here. You know, it might be swept under the rug and ignored, but when it's the daughter, niece, son, nephew, cousin of judges, district attorneys, politicians, everybody's listening in around here. That's all I'm saying. I hope they get them and get them hard. Because from what I understand, and I'm going to have to abbreviate some things. From what I understand, someone brought a deadly batch of when you're watching a movie and like the Lara Croft movies, Angelina Jolie is the heroine. She's the lead character and the savior. So we'll say hair, okay? And she fights with knives and everything in that movie. Apparently, it was hair that was being sold. I think, I don't know the other names. Yes, September. Let me highlight what you said. That's perfect. And it was laced with the bad F thing. Oklahoma, it's what you said in the previous live. In a deadly amount. Yes, absolutely, Tracy. Exactly what you just said. Hero and laced with the Fant. I guess is the best way to say it. In deadly amounts. I'm assuming both together. I don't know. I didn't know them things went together. Of course, I don't know shit. Oklahoma said, I like that one. Hold on. Fender hole. That's how do I say that? Allegedly, the authorities told one of the families that lost a loved one that it was supposed to be the hero and that was laced with a deadly amount of the F thing. Two people in separate places on opposite ends of the county visited the same residence, allegedly. And 4 hours later, they were gone. One was 23 years old. and one was 34 years old. Yeah, Jenny, that's what I understand. It's like a grain of salt. So, and I know it sounds dumb, but, I live in picture perfect small town America. You guys have seen it. Like I was telling two officers at the store when we was talking, I didn't know that stuff was here. And they were like, yeah, honey, it's been here. It comes, it takes root, they start using it, and then they have to go, I guess, wherever, and I guess they need more and more, and that one time that more is too much. I'm going to highlight that too, Tracy. I like the way you said that. She said our kids and young adults are being murked, and it's an epidemic. It's heartbreaking, you guys. I don't have answers. I have so many questions. I know that one officer told me it would have been 37 gone if it was what Narcan don't fix. Yeah, that's my understanding, you guys. It's sad, and it's not. I don't know the word that I want to use, but it's sad, it's scary, and unexpected around here. Like when the mask came, I thought that was the zombie apocalypse, because people walking around looking like skeletons with, like chigger bites all over them, look like they'd rolled in the chiggers. You know what I mean? Well, I'm going to tell y'all don't want my thoughts on that, because I've been thinking there's a small group, there's a book about it that's tied to the group. There's Bilderberg. There's a whole lot. But the bottom line is that they want the elite to reproduce and repopulate. And the amount that we reproduce and populate to be controlled. And honestly, there's too many of us right now. They tried the C word that I can't say, Let me say something. Everybody's wondering why is Hollywood promoting the trans LGBTQ lifestyle and pushing people to push for transformation to one to the other and stuff. And this ain't about being homophobic or nothing at all. God loves all his children, and so do I. Period. True story in that. I saw that, like Flocker or something they called it. What I do want to say is, for those that don't want us to reproduce but a certain amount, for those out there that only want the elite to stay in control and to own everything, and want us to get the piece of the pie they want us to have. I heard about the Georgia Stones. Yes, ma'am. That's a part of it. For those that think we should have one or two children and no more, and that some of us shouldn't be allowed to procreate, which I can't argue on some of that level on that some people shouldn't be allowed. That being said, can I ask you a question? Think about it. If you want population control, what better way? What better way than to have gender changes and same-sex relationships? I'm just saying. Just a thought there. Yes, Oklahoma. There's a couple of them out there. Y Files. That's a really good channel to check out. Let's look at this video. Again, I'm going to drop the link again and I'm going to see if I can put it on the screen once I drop it for this channel in this video. This is America True Crime. The channel creator is Angel Prissy. I'm trying. It's not. There we go. The channel creator is Angel Prissy. Got you, September. You guys, keep September in your prayers, by the way. Right now, storms are coming. Y'all pray. One, that she keeps her wifey. And two, that she's safe. All right, I'm going to mute. I'm going to have to mute the video because it's playing copyrighted music. When the music stops, I'll unmute it. But we're going to look at it right quick and discuss. Let's see. We're looking to see if we see her wave in this one. And if we see a person, a log, a frog, a tree, whatever. And I've got to hurry because I was supposed to start work 4 minutes ago, y'all. So I got to get this. I got to go drive because I got to pay that phone bill today. It gets cut off at midnight. So let's get it. Trying to take our gun rights away so the government can take over. If people don't pay attention, we're going to lose everything. So we're in a capitalist society. And there's communist societies. Everybody says they're night and day different. But I think in both there's one common thing. A small few own everything. In my opinion. All right, guys, let me mute and let's watch this. Okay. So right here is where she raises her arm. That looks like it might be waving. What do you guys think? Let's first just look at the part where it looks like she's waving. And let me know what y'all think. Could have. I'm going to rewind it just a little bit. And let's look at that. And then we're getting ready to go to where it'll show if there's something in the water, you guys. Again, this is Angel Prissy's channel. And according to what it says, it is the original. This is the original TikTok video as posted by Candace with the 3 screens and everything else. And America's True Crime posted. It's just playing the music that Candace had in the background. There's nothing, else added. So let's just see. That's all I know. Just doing a little bit of talking I gotta do. I feel you in it. To me, right there, honestly, it looked like she reached her arm up and waved. She stood up, turned, and reached her arm up and waved. By the way, welcome Susan McMillan and Butterfly Kisses. If I haven't told y'all, welcome already. Remember, guys, when it goes to the part where I'm playing the actual video, I cannot see what y'all say. You good, September? All right, guys, I'm going to mute and go back to the video. We're going to rewind just a little bit. Young Crafting, I've often said that to me, the hair length is way different. Well, not way different, but the hair length is way different than it should be for a few hours' time. And I'll go home, I love you. I'm trying to think of the first video or first I ever saw. I was already a YouTube creator, and I was working on, I believe, my second video about crafting and couponing. I was working on with Claire's, the store, while I was at Walmart, building a relationship and actually getting a 30% discount code to put in my videos. The first one I did was about Shopkick. And I was working on that and watching, like everybody else does, YouTube videos. And gotcha. And as I live in the area, the Amber Alert came on my phone when it was put out. And it was featured on that news was coming across, I guess, my news feed because I live in the area. And at the time, I was going through losing a child. Summer also reminded me of myself growing up. But I'll tell you what, if you go back and check out a couple of my first videos on Summer that I put out, you'll answer your own questions, sweetie, because I've explained it thoroughly numerous times. Numerous times. Before my 5 trips. What you mean? I don't understand. I'm confused. I missed something. Let me rewind up through here, y'all. Hold on. I'm so confused. I'm confused. What's going on in the chat? Butterfly, I'm not sure who you're talking about. You was where under your real name? I don't. Is somebody? Are y'all arguing in the chat and I don't understand that? Cause somebody told. Now I'm seeing. Okay, somebody told Oklahoma to have a safe trip. Now somebody's telling Jenny Rose to have a safe trip. And Butterfly Kisses talking about she was under her real name. Is everything okay? I just want to make sure that everybody's being nice to everybody and nobody's mad or something going on that I don't know about. Because, oh yeah, Butterfly, you were, honey. You absolutely were. I remember. I remember when you changed your name and stuff. You have been around for a very long time as well. I was answering Birdie. She asked how I first learned of summer. I wasn't offended or mad. I answered that question and told her, hey, go check out the first few videos, and you'll see I explained how I learned about it, what happened, and, all that. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure everybody's good. Spreading sunshine. Sunshine, sunshine, happy day. Long as you guys are happy, I'm happy. That's what's important. Yes, you were crafting. I remember. You, Rhonda Moon, Miss Butterfly Kisses, formerly something else. We ain't saying. September's been with us a long time. Miss Tracy's been with us for quite a while. Yep. A lot of you are, how to say this, those of you that were here when I did got you. Cool, Miss Birdie. I ain't got no problem with that. I guess a lot of people didn't realize, Yeah, Miss K, I remember that too. Got you. It is interesting, I agree. Okay, we're going to go back now and finish watching the video because we've done our proper transformative content, which honestly, Miss Angel Prissy from America's True Crime, she's really good, people. If you guys aren't subbed, get over there and sub up. I watched a live she did with her brother the other day. A blizzard. I would love to just have ice cream, period, you guys. Because certain things have become delicacies. It is what it is, though, right? No, you're fine, Birdie. I don't mind answering that. I'm just, a lot of people didn't know that we actually got the Amber Alerts, in this area, I guess. Or didn't know I live, maybe they don't know I live close enough to the area to get the Amber Alerts. It's funny, though. I heard that, let's see, I heard I live in the Tennessee mountains. I'm a delivery driver, and my dog's name is Dixie. Please tell me something. Yeah, I have, Lisa. I have a question. Word, I feel that, butterfly. You never know what's going to happen in the mail with around here too. Because ours, we end up playing, I won't say Russian roulette, but I think they take our road's mail and like shake it up like dice or something and throw it out. Because either that or somebody's dyslexic. Because certain people get our mail, a certain house, and then we get a certain house's mail. I come home and a big old box was blocking my porch and it wasn't even mine. I was so happy and excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, what have I got that I didn't expect to get? What did somebody order that I didn't know? And no, it was my neighbor's stuff. The next live stream I do, we're going to be going over those art hacks. I got to listen, I have 400 still pictures for the art hacks video. No way that I put them in a file do they end up coming up in order. And it's been a bear trying to get those in order while trying to find out when the next Brown Mountain Lights show is. Getting permission to take out through the Burke County Museum, which they're excited about. I'm working on something really special there that has to do with Frankie Silvers and our train line. I'm really excited when that happens. For all you guys, I think you'll really greatly enjoy it. But right quick, let's get back to this video so we can also talk about the FBI and the Zodiac Killer before I have to go. Because I got to go. I gotta go DoorDash so I can pay the bills, and I really, you guys, hate driving after about 12, 1 o'clock doing the DoorDashes, because all that's on the streets around here is the police. And even if you're legal and you're going the speed limit, when you got one behind you riding your booty for like 10, 15, 20 minutes, you get nervous. Because I don't want my insurance rates to go up. I don't know about y'all. I know, Aqua, I'm trying. Okay, back to the video. No, yes, I'm muted while we're looking at the video, but I paused it during the same part of the other video we just watched. And I agree with Butterfly Kisses. It looks like she threw something. To me, it looks like she just threw something. But I can see the little dot in the distance. I'm trying to explain. Like right there, I don't know if y'all can see my cursor. In the middle frame, it's right there is what they're talking about is somebody else. She actually waves. Let's see if I can rewind it and go to where it looks like she's throwing something and waving. It's getting cold out here. I really do got to go to work. No matter how much fun I'm having talking to you guys. I slowed it down so we could see better. Right here is where she gets up. She turns around. She's going to stand up here in a minute. This is before H is in the water. Okay, right here she stands up, moves, and is looking over there where that is in the distance. We can see that little dot. We go right back. It's 30 seconds. Okay. Start right here. So she's standing, and there's the little dot over there, and her arm waves. But to me, I agree. She could have thrown something. I just didn't see ripple effect from it. But the way the camera work is, it's so hard to tell. Then H comes in the water behind her. I mean, there's definitely something. Let's see, let's go back right here. To me, it looks like there's definitely something right there. You can see that little dot in the distance right there. And you can see it in this top frame right there. In the water. But that's when and her arm goes up. I don't know, you guys. What does everybody think, y'all? I mean, it could be anything. I don't know how to screenshot it, you guys. I don't mean. She definitely could have thrown something. Right, Annette. This is Candace's work. Candace's camera work for the day. I just wondered, you know. She does look very tall in the video for what we have seen previously. She looks taller than she did in Gatlinburg, in my opinion. Okay. Yes, she did with the female friend. The little girl looked like she had a jacket on and kind of brownish red hair, if that's the one you're talking about. Okay, let me share this article on the Zodiac Killer. Look at that. And then I'm going to have to leave so I can go to work. Trying to read. Yep. I think when we look at this video, the TikTok video where she's in the water, and compare it with the milk jug pictures and video, there is a difference in hair length, in my opinion. When I said that previously, though, when I said that before, I was criticized and told that her hair was wet and that was the difference. So, I don't know. Yeah, I agree. Well, in my personal opinion, I agree with y'all. I don't think it was, a great place to be swimming. As a child, I know as teenagers, we went up on the lake and at the spillway and the river. And matter of fact, my stepbrother drowned in the river, and he was an excellent swimmer. Of course, he was drinking. But and it had strong undercurrents and undertow, whatever you call it, under whatever. But long story short, the river, what we're speaking of, it was a fishing hole, and he went swimming. And, you walk in, it's like 2-3 foot deep, right? But all of a sudden, boom, it dropped off, and there was a 12-foot deep ravine, and he got caught in it. I got you. I wasn't going to say the name either. I respect that. Okay, we're going to take this off because I'm not watching that video anymore. It'll quit doing what I don't do. Yeah, we talked about that during the first half Butterfly Kisses. A lot of people are saying the mistrial because the guilty verdict was on Orrin but not Orson. But at the end of the day, they got the false report. They got the neglect. And as I understand it, that was on both boys. Trezell, I believe, got second-degree murder conviction for Orrin. And the female, because I refuse to say she's a mother, got, I believe, involuntary manslaughter. And with the charges they were convicted upon, it's a general consensus from legal experts that they don't think that hopefully that prosecutors and such are going to waste the state's time and money and go for a mistrial or a retrial or anything like that. I think they'll be satisfied with the verdict they got. Now, that doesn't mean that there won't be an appeal or multiple appeals by Jacqueline and Giselle. But they'll be locked up and off the streets, and they sure won't be adopting children. In my opinion, allegedly. And in my opinion, it was a win for justice today. It was a win for all victims and survivors today just like the Letitia Stout case and the Lori Vallow case has been a win for everyone that was harmed and everybody that loved them. Okay, let's look at this about the Zodiac Killer real quick. If I can just get my mouse to cooperate. It's just not used to being used, I reckon, here lately. Alright. Making sure, I'm just checking something while we're in here. Making sure that nobody has been blocking folks. During this live stream. That shouldn't be. Real quick. Just checking. Okay, so far so good. But just know that I am checking on a regular basis before, during, and after lives, and randomly to make sure that I have gotten that situation taken care of, because I don't want I just don't want people being blocked that shouldn't be. I was trying to put I should have just blocked that person. I wanted to show that here we go. Before I leave, I'll show y'all that comment that I was also talking about. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm reading y'all's comments and laughing. I haven't heard anything about that case. It's been really quiet since they arrested her, the Simon case. Yes, that's another thing, Crafting with Amy, on the West case. They will be able See, I don't know about Orrin because they got the conviction, but on Orson, the conviction didn't come through. And they'll be able to retry them for a different charge. That's the awesome thing about the way that they did that. I love it. Could be the top of a tree branch. I agree. I'm just reading your stuff. Their comments so far to catch up. Okay. All right. Let's look right quick at this with this article. This article is, you'll see it's Microsoft Start. Story by Dave Mallion. And again, I have not been able to take the time to check and verify, but it is posted by Microsoft. It's allegedly verified by them. It says FBI has identified Zodiac killer as Air Force veteran Gary Francis Post with an E. Investigator claims. Okay. This was posted yesterday at 11:30 a.m. The FBI is being challenged by a group of independent sleuths about the 1960s notorious Zodiac killer, whom they think is Air Force veteran Gary Francis Post. Let's go on down. I don't know how to get this thing off of here. Okay. It says, additionally, reporter Thomas Colbert alleges that an FBI whistleblower confirmed to him that Air Force veteran Post is listed by the Bureau as a suspect. Colbert asserts the FBI has a partial DNA sample on Post, who has been deceased since 2018, linking him to the series of killings. Oh, I'm getting cold. I lost my place, y'all. Sorry. Linking him to the series of killings. My FBI guys say it is irrefutable. It's a match, Colbert said in an interview with the media. Colbert goes on to say that authorities failed to investigate the suspect properly while he lived. Wow. Well, he continues. As a nation, we've abandoned them, especially the remaining 10 brothers and sisters. This is the Zodiac Killer's signature cryptogram. This came from Twitter, the True Zodiac Killer. Okay. The Zodiac serial killer killed at least 5 individuals during the late 1960s, but was quoted as declaring to have killed 37 people. Regardless of the FBI guaranteeing the case remained open as late as October of 2021. Casebreakers, a non-profit investigative organization consisting of 40 independent sleuths, has actually come forward with evidence that could ultimately lead to closure for those affected by the Zodiac Killer's cruelty, per the Daily Mail. So that's where this original article came from. I would assume it's the Daily Mail, which I got to tell you guys can be a sketchy news site. So we're reading this with a little bit of, I don't know. Let's wait on somebody who's more authentic. But anyway, a photo of Gary Francis Post while still in the Air Force. Okay. The group has compiled photographic evidence to compare a distinctive scar on the Zodiac Killer to photographs of Post and has requested the FBI check into their findings for DNA. They have also talked to Post's former next-door neighbors, whom he and his spouse would babysit as a child. A man who proclaimed to be a part of Post's criminal posse and an ex-wife of the alleged suspect's son. Okay. It's an older photograph of the gentleman in question. Detectives have even requested for the FBI to check the watch that officials recovered when they to check the watch that officials recovered, which they suspected to have belonged to the Zodiac Killer. The watch was covered in paint, and according to Detective, Post was believed to be a house painter. And that looks like that's it for that article. Okay, let's get back. I'm going to close that off the screen. Yep, them and the sun. I'm with you. So let me see if anybody else. I don't think they've had her trial yet. On the Simon case, I haven't heard that Leilani was tried or sentenced, you guys. So let me check something. Right quick. Let me see if I can take this to Google. Let's close that. I just want to open. Let me do a quick search on the Zodiac Killer if I can see my keyboard. And I'm going to shine a light or something. I can't see. I can't see the keyboard to type. Let me get my phone and shine a light on the keyboard here. If I ain't backwards. Okay, sorry y'all. C-O-D-I-A-C. Zodiac Killer revealed. Let's see. We've got the Daily Mail. Well, the New York Post is also covering it. Let's see what else we got. It's Marca.com, Hello Magazine, National World, Fox News, the New York Post, Screen Rant, Movie Web, Fox 11 out of Los Angeles. Ran the same article back in 2021. Let's see. Let me do 2023 and see what comes up. The New York Post has an article about it. Newsweek, USA Today. It might be real, you guys. I'm seeing the same reports on that from Newsweek, the New York Post, USA Today, several others. Yeah, DW is supposed to be on there. I'd love to be able to watch it. But guys, I have to go to work. I do apologize. I've really enjoyed our chat. I'm glad we got to look at that video. I wanted other opinions, not just mine. I will tell you this. The truth does not change. So I stick with what I have said since the beginning. The parents, I believe, know more than they're telling. And possibly grandma as well. It was alleged today. Check out Don B. I'm not going to show the video or nothing because he was just talking. He's alleging he has a source and he has spoken to Grandma or somehow got word from Grandma on things that she's had to say recently. And she's alleging that Don didn't pass his polygraph, wasn't at work that day, and allegedly, in the opinion of the creator that was discussing it, she's inferring that he either knows or participated in Summer getting gone. So take that how you will. There was no documentation, no receipts provided, no video or audio interview, no sources quoted, that kind of thing. So I don't know. I honestly do not know. No proof was provided. I have personally felt, I've said this before, you don't live in a small area. Yep, she did, Angela. Absolutely. She did indicate that Loaf was involved. That's the second person in the last 2 weeks. One contacted me direct saying that Loaf was involved. But that was in a different way. That was in a way, reminded me of all this that's coming out being said about that right now and everything. Honestly, reminds me of the story Chase told about Grandma being the hero. And she got Summer out of there because she's being abused or whatever, allegedly. You know, I would love to watch it and us watch it together September. And show pieces or clips. But y'all, I really do have to go to work. I got 2 hours and 8 minutes to do enough deliveries to go on and pay my cell phone bill or it gets cut off. So I must go. Yep, sure did, Oklahoma. A lot of stuff come out. That one should get together with Slytherin. They'd be a great couple. Personally, in Harry Potter, I would have never chose Slytherin as the house to align myself with. That part. Anyway, you guys, let me close this extra window. I'd love to watch that, but I'm going, that's right, Lisa, I'm going to work. I do want to say this. I've said since the beginning, and I maintain this. I believe drugs, money, and power are involved in her getting gone. When we look at the possible scenarios, and we look at the evidence for them, then we look at the evidence that would negate them. I don't think so either, Mackenzie. I'm just telling you. That's what was said, allegedly. So all I can do is report exactly as it was. There was no video. There was no audio. There was no written documentation. It was just him repeating a conversation. That's all I know to say. And I'm just trying to be as neutral and unbiased in reporting that as possible is all. Because I don't have no problem with him. I will, Miss Lisa. I got my taser. And my flashlight. Because I got to take pictures and stuff. But anyway. What I was saying is, I believe money, drugs, and power are involved in her getting gone. You cannot convince me that while it was still daylight, that any stranger could have went up and down that road, and every person living on Ben Hill wouldn't have known. You can't convince me that somebody that had never been on Ben Hill Road would have been able to just randomly come upon that property and come upon Summer. I believe that the parents are either protecting somebody that they care about, or there's somebody they're scared of. But they have an idea. They have an inkling. They have a thought of who and why. I believe that's why when the Cornbread Mafia was brought up and something to that effect, gangs and whatnot, every time Candace broke down because of what she may suspect or feel, in my opinion. I don't believe it was an accident, because I just don't believe, let's say that Summer fell down the stairs and she wasn't breathing. And because CPS's visit the day before, they panicked. Do y'all really think it's possible that within 2.5 to 3 hours that they were able to come up with a plan, a story, and Summer to get gone, where the FBI card team, TBI, and Hawkins County weren't unable to find any traces? And if there was an accident, like people say, fell down those rickety stairs going under that creepy thing, they went over the house, the card team came through. Wouldn't there be some type of forensic evidence? Where's the blood evidence? Where's the bodily fluids? Where's any of that? Because it has been said that they used, I think it's called luminol or something. Where's that? And then if it was an animal attack, animals don't come back and clean up behind themselves. Wouldn't there be like a piece of a clothing or something somewhere that would indicate something happened? Even disturbed ground, you know? I agree with September. I do. Bam, I'm highlighting that and putting it right up here, because that's what I felt. Possibly Kay, but then, God, how do I say this without it being gross? When you pass, no matter how you pass, your body relieves itself. Right, Mackenzie? The one that we saw in some pictures outside the door. I agree. I've asked that question. Right, there's still bodily fluids. That's what I'm saying. Even if you broke your neck, you're going to defecate and urinate in where that happens. I don't know how else to say it nicely. And when they test it, that's going to show up. Yes. Good way, Angela. Spontaneously emits fluids. Bingo. Thank you. I mean, that is how people have gotten caught before. I thought it was a blue couch also. Listen, I will never forget that mattress and Don standing in front of it outside that basement door and what that sheet looked like. That was a sheet. That was the sheet. I hope it was supposed to be a grayish green color because it was. And that those were spots. Oh, God. Y'all. I cried so hard. Because I just couldn't imagine little man sleeping on that. At least they threw it away eventually. And to do TV interviews and stuff in front of it. Allegedly, it was taken to the dump, Lisa, as I understand. Does anybody else have any other questions? Yeah, Sassy is a CNA working at a nursing home. That's one of the things I learned early on. And in preparing individuals to be picked up by the funeral home, we had to do cleaning and dressing and undressing. Well, Angela, hopefully they're going to get, I hope they did, Lisa. Angela, I'm going to highlight that. Hopefully the boys are living their best life and getting that now. I pray for those young men. And, if what Don said is true, and that text is true, then the boys have made their choice loud and clear. Which hopefully means that they're happy, healthy, and as well adjusted as possible given what they've been through. And they deserve to be able to continue happy and healthy and have a bright future. That their little sister going missing maybe was a blessing in disguise, for them in that way. I hate to say that, but maybe she saved them. And I say peace, love, and light so I can go get these orders out tonight. And my battery seems to be about to die. And I don't understand why, because I thought I was plugged up charging. But I'm down to 3%. That's weird. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully I'll see you soon. You're right, Annette, it has. Peace, love, and light. You guys have a wonderful, blessed night. I'm going to work. See y'all soon and later. I will be doing some video uploads of some beautiful buildings and historical architecture. Brown Mountain Light Show coming. If y'all don't know about it, I'm going to educate you about it because it's a national treasure, kind of like the Grand Canyon thing that people come from all over to see. Going to talk about Frankie Silver's story and some other historical things. Don't talk to strangers, got you. Some other historical areas and things in my area that I think you guys might be interested in. Thank you all for being here and listening to me dribble on. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed night. Peace, love, and light.